Hi Pixies and welcome back to my channel. I'm Minxie and today Aurora is finally done, you guys. It is finally done and I am just so thrilled. This island was a lot of work, but oh my god, I'm so proud of it. So this is my No Terraforming Fairycore island and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So let's just jump right into it and we're gonna look at our villagers. So here is the island. Absolutely nothing changed from when I first got this island. So I got E12, Chai, Marshall, Ione, Diana, Bluebear, Judy, Melba, Rosie, and Pudge. And I'm just so happy about it, okay? I'm just so happy. All right. So, when we head up this way, this was the very first build I did on this island. I think you guys would remember. I am going to link that in the cards. Well, I will have the playlist in the cards for all of the videos for you guys, either at the beginning of this video or at the end. But that will be that, okay? And this is the entrance, and oh my god, it is still one of my favorite entrances that I've done. It's so simple and colorful. Look at it. And last minute, I threw down a bunch of these Beware of Fairy signs because I feel like this area needed it a little bit. So yeah, and I love that I just kept it as natural as possible. Well, I really didn't have any choice but to keep it natural now that I think about it. But with the cherry blossoms and the pinks and purples and the blues, it just looked so good. But I'm not gonna go over to the right side just yet because that's where most of the things are on the right side of the island. So we are gonna head. Let's see. We're gonna head this way into the fairy forest, which is pretty green and pink. You know, I love that. I kept it fairly simple though. It's just trees and flowers, but I just love how all of the pathing kind of like crisscross and winds through all the trees. This is exactly how I wanted. I'm so happy it turned out the way that it did though, because I was so afraid it wasn't going to. And I do remember chopping down a tree because I just needed to see at least a little bit. Like, you'll see a lot of little doll houses that are the fairy houses. Like, I have this cute little nuptial belt in there with the fairy house in there. The fairies are not home, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. With the little well peeking in between the trees that I love. And Papa Bears. You'll find Papa Bears all over the place on this island with these cute little like mushroom umbrellas. I'll have my Pinterest linked in the description for you guys for all of the codes that I used on this island will be in that Pinterest board. Oh my god, I can't talk. Words are hard. And if you follow this path right over here, it will take you to the museum. And it's so elegant. And I love how open it is. It's everything, okay, you guys? It is simply everything that I wanted it to be, and I'm so excited. Like, I'm so unbelievably happy about this. Alright, so we're gonna head up this way. And over here is my triple villager yard. This is one of the bigger builds that I ended up doing on this island, and I do remember struggling a little bit with this, but just look. Just look. I was like really concerned about this, but like I really wanted to utilize that code there, and it's just so pretty. I'm just so happy, y'all. I keep saying I'm happy, but it just looks so good with the fairy paths and everything. So we're gonna just take it up to the first villager home, which is Bluebears. None of the villager homes are done, okay? I was too lazy. I didn't even do HHP on this island. When you head up this way, it takes you to like a little like teddy bear picnic, or what did I even do over there? Oh my god. Basically, there's some teddy bears conjuring up a little spell or something with the fairies watching closely, you know? And this is Rosie's house. And I gave her the biggest area in this section because Rosie's my all-time favorite villager. You guys already know that. but I really wanted her to have a super soft and delicate space, and that is exactly what this is. And then Marshall is tucked onto the right here, and he's so tiny and cute. I actually wish he was walking up and down the path, but he's inside. But he looks so cute walking down this path. I have caught him walking down a few times, and he's just absolutely adorable. And then down here, I remember saying I wanted to extend this water code to this side of the island, and that is exactly what I did. And it just looks so good, okay? I don't really know how you know what? Yeah, I know exactly what I was doing. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible, and that is exactly what I did. So up this way is the Able sisters. And I think this area is so cute, right? Because, like, I don't know, it feels really cozy, really tucked in. But I have this giant, like, teddy bear picnic going on right here. And I have this going on. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. That's cute though. So see what had happened was, you guys, I had removed a code so that I could use this lovely little, what do you call this? Like the cascading flowers for a build that I'm going to show you guys a little later. But I'm actually not mad at that. It looks really cute. So yay for things working out by accident. So up this way is the Nook's Cranny, and I think that's adorable. I think I'm gonna say cute a lot in this video. It's just really cute. Like, what else can I say? My only pet peeve is that I really can't do anything with these empty cliffs up here. So the next time I do a No Terraforming Island, I really need to pay attention to the cliffs, because if I have a fourth tier, I'm gonna have to remove it. And also, I tried to put a bridge over here, but the bridge wouldn't bridge, okay? It wouldn't bridge. And if you come over here, there's just another little teddy bear taking a little rest by the waterfall, which I thought was also really cute. So to access the other side, we have to come back down. We have to come back down and around, because this is a No Terraforming Island, and I couldn't connect the two parts of the bridge. Why do they do that? Why do the villagers just park it in the middle of the path? Like, there's chairs all over here. Anyway, we'll have to go back down through the museum and over this way past another Beware of Fairy sign to the Star Farm, where Etoile and Ione live. Okay, so Etoile's on the right, Ione's on the left. And whenever I have Etoile or Ione, it's never, they're always together. They're like my go-to pair for Fairycore Islands if I'm going to be doing a star farm, because you can't have a star farm without Ione or Etoile. I feel like that's illegal, and if you have done that, the Animal Crossing police is coming for you. I'm so sorry to tell you this. So I don't know what I don't know what it is about a star farm. I think it's so cute, and this is the time of day that the DA is actually going to be saved in. I decided not to do a Sunset Island like I originally planned. It's just something about 7 a.m. that it just looks so nice. It's like a beautiful morning glow, and I feel like it just adds so much more color to the area. And this over here is Pudge's area. It's kind of wild compared to the other places, but like just the flowers growing and the random bushes here and there, and the fairies doing their fairy things with the little duck pond. I think it just worked out so nice. And then this is one of the transition areas that I did off camera, because it was small enough that I can do it I can knock it out in a couple of minutes, and that's what I did over here. Up these stairs and down this way is another transition area that you guys have seen me do in the small spaces video. That tree finally grew in that I planted. And up here is Diana's area, which is super tiny. She got a really small yard. I actually feel really bad that she didn't get a bigger yard. I did want to give her a bigger yard if I could have terraformed, because I kept forgetting that this island wasn't a terraforming island. Otherwise, I would have extended the cliff just a little bit and put her further back. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. This definitely quenched my Fairycore thirst, though. I have been thirsting for a new Fairycore island, and I did this one, and I'm happy. So here is Judy's area, and I did add a lot of flowers in the background there. That is so nice. All those bright colors. I'm obsessed with bright colors. Okay, you guys. Like, I feel like the island can always be a little bit brighter, you know? So over here is Melba's area, and I think Melba's area is super cute. Now, I did already save the DA. I forgot to add a vaulting pole to this area, and I decided that I probably won't add a vaulting pole. This will just be an area that you guys can look at from afar. Like, there really isn't a way to access it, and I'm okay with that, and I've never really done that before, but that's what this area looks like. It's really simple. There's nothing much happening over there, but the real point of this build is this area right here. Just so that we can take a look at that castle. That's all I wanted you guys to look at, to be perfectly honest, and it's just so pretty. Can I actually climb? Oh no, I can't climb down because of that. Oh, geez, I'm forgetting everything that I did on my own island. Oh my gosh. So, you guys, I actually did finally decorate my home, and I'm gonna show you guys that right now. To get to the house, we have to head down this jewel path right here and follow this fairy path off to the right, and that takes you to my house. And this is probably the best island rep yard that I have done in like for forever. It's so colorful, again, colorful, cute, pretty, very cozy too, and really inviting and welcoming, and I'm so proud of it. It just looks so good. And I'm actually getting a little sad that I have to delete this island. A part of me really doesn't want to, but I have to. Hopefully I can have another Switch available to me at some point that I can do a forever island so that I can keep my fairy islands, because I always end up loving them a lot. Okay, y'all, so this is the interior of my home. I did almost every room except that back room behind the couches. I really wanted the house to kind of go along with the fairy core theme. I think the only room that isn't really fairy core is like the bathroom over here. So, yeah. Yeah, I think. I was kind of over it. I did the bathroom last. So, I kept the bathroom as simple as possible. I used the Misty Rain, the Misty, I don't remember what you call that wallpaper, but I used that, and then I put these like rug tiles over the cloud flooring so that it looked really steamy, and turned off the lights. Kept it really simple with the hanging shelves and a few of the what do you call those things? Hanging glowing moss. I can't remember the actual name, but it's the DIY where the glowing moss hangs from the ceiling, and I use those all over the place. And there is one room in the house that I'm not going to show you, but I'm not going to show it to you for a good reason. You'll see why. You'll see why when I get to the place that I have to get to. So here's the kitchen. I think the kitchen is my favorite room in the house. I didn't add any sparkly thingies to it, but maybe I should have. But it's just so cute. It's very Alice in Wonderland, I think. And yeah, it is really very Alice in Wonderland, and it's really making me want to do another Alice in Wonderland island, but like with improved terraforming skills. Oh my god, that would be so fun. You guys let me know if you want me to do another Alice in Wonderland island, because I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it. And it will be so fun. What if that's the island that I do for 30 days, for the 30-day challenge? What if I try and do an Alice in Wonderland island in 30 days instead of the Halloween island? And the Alice in Wonderland island could be my Halloween island. You guys let me know, because now my brain is braining. But I'm going to put up a poll, and I'll let you guys decide what the theme of the 30-day island will be. All right, so here is my bedroom. I have a rose bed, all of the hanging lights, which is really, really cute. Oh my goodness, just look at it. It does feel really cluttered, but I saw someone on Pinterest use those, what do you call those? Those wall panel thingies you get from HHP. I use those to like block off like what is that, like a fourth or something, like a fourth of the room, and actually that helped a lot because I always struggle with this room. But that's what this room looks like, you guys, and I think it looks so pretty, and I'm actually like really really proud of myself for that one. So I'm not going to go in the basement because there is no way to access the basement. You can only see it from the outside because I blocked off the entrance. But I will show you guys how to get to the basement right now, okay? So you're gonna have to go to the beaches to get to the basement of my house. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I promise there's a point. Here's the campsite. Yes, there is a little campsite villager in there. It is Stitches, for anyone who's wondering. I amiiboed him in right before I saved the DA. So we're gonna run up this beach here. Yeah, let's just go up this beach over here, over here. That's the peninsula. And you know, like I said from the beaches video, I was trying to keep it really simple, just really simple. So you're gonna want to head to the all the way to all the way at the end where this pipe will be waiting for you, and then you access the pipe. You jump inside, right? I'm so excited for you guys to see this, and it brings you to the basement. And in the basement, it is a gem mine. And I did this once before. I forget which island it was. It might have been ooh, I don't even remember the name of that island. Oh, but I did an island a long time ago, like a year or two ago, and I did a mine in there. And it was a lot like this. This one is definitely not as cluttered as the other one was, but you know, same thing. But that is the mine, and I am absolutely and totally obsessed with it. It's perfect actually. Like I have no complaints. No complaints in the world. But that's what this area looks like. And that is how you access the mine on this island. Let's see, what else didn't I show you guys? Okay, so we're definitely gonna head to the right of the island now again, because there is definitely a house over here. Miss Chai. I feel like I'm like racing through this tour, but like you guys have seen this, you guys have seen so much of this island, and oh my god, I don't want to think about it because I'm actually going to be really sad. So let's just keep going. So we're going to head over this way. This is that fake spiral pond I did earlier in this island. Like this was like the second build I think I did, and it's a fake spiral pond, and I'm so happy. I'm telling you guys, if you guys don't have Pinterest, I really recommend getting Pinterest because it is a treasure trove, okay? It is a treasure trove of ideas. I would have never thought to do something like this until I saw someone do it. And I was like, that is such a good idea. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. So in front of this area, I just added another little like wave pool with another little fairy house. And down this beach where Chai is happily in the way, this is what this area looks like. It's part of her cafe, actually. So Chai has a little cafe, and it is over here. And I think it's so cute. I wasn't going to put a villager home here. I remember debating about that for a long time, but just ended up deciding that Chai would fit perfectly here. And even though her yard like lengthwise isn't very big, like the width of it, like to me her yard ends right here and it starts like right here, so that's a lot of space for Chai, and she's never home anyway. She's always running around the island somewhere. So if we walk up this path here, it takes you to another little transition area. But this is what it looks like behind Chai's house, and there's a bridge that takes you right across to Etoile and Ione's yard. And there's a little seating area and there's a gazebo over here, and you know, not much of anything else in this particular area because it is kind of hidden. I'm kind of wishing that I would have added like another Nova light or something, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not updating this DA anymore. I did it like 3 times, and I'm like low key over it. Low key over it. But you guys, that is literally it. Aurora is officially done, and I am so unbelievably happy. Oh, you know what? That isn't it, because I totally forgot to show you guys the other beaches. It's not it. Oh my goodness, I'm such a weenie sometimes. So I did do a second campsite on this beach, and you just follow this path all the way up. I made sure to use less flowers on this side, but just like mostly weeds and whatever item that I can pull out of my storage shed. I'm happy because I used every single flower on the island that I brought over from Treasure Island. They're all over the place, but I used them. And I remembered last minute that I had a bunch of these. I had those fairy house codes, and I just made sure to add those to and fro as much as I could. Okay, so this is the final beach over here. I really wanted to do the fairy lights, and it looks so good, and it doesn't feel tropical. My issue with the beaches for a Fairycore island was that it was going to be a little too tropical feeling. It doesn't feel that way at all. It actually fits really nicely, and that's all a girl could ever ask for, you know? That is all a girl could ever ask for, and I am so first of all, pleasantly surprised at myself for even doing something like this, but also like just pleasantly surprised at how everything worked out the way that it did. It looks so good, and I'm so sad. I'm honestly and genuinely sad that this island is done, but I'm happy that I hung out with you guys while doing this. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this absolutely adorable journey of Aurora. And if you guys would like to see the dream address one more time, this is the map. The DA is at the bottom of the screen. It will also be in the description down below, right above my codes for this island, which will all be in my Pinterest once again. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I built this island. And I hope you guys get to run around and take a bunch of pictures, tag me on Instagram, tag me on Discord, wherever you are. Just let me know. I am so happy about this, and I hope that I see all of you lovely people on the next island. So thank you guys again. I'll see you later. Bye.